Yeah, your sister said that they could come for Thanksgiving this year. Yeah, that's great. Hopefully they'll be able to stay the whole weekend. All right, look, I'm at my desk right now, so I gotta go, okay? All right. Oh, shoot, honey, one last thing. I completely forgot to stop and pick up the cupcakes for Morgan's birthday party. Any chance you can do that on your way home? Because I have meetings all day long, and it doesn't look like I'm gonna get out of here before the bakery closes. Oh, you're the best, hon. Thanks. Oh, and what do you want to do for dinner tonight? No, pizza's fine with me. That works. Okay. Have a good day, sweetie. I love...
This just in, we have unconfirmed report that a plane has crashed into one of the towers of the World Trade Center.
Oh my goodness, there's another one.
Another plane just flew into the second tower.
Associated Press is reporting that it was a plane that crashed at the Pentagon.
United Airlines Flight 93 crashed here this morning, killing everyone on board.
The building has collapsed. There is panic on the streets.
There's been a declaration of war by terrorists on the United States.
Air travel in this country has come to a halt. This is just a horrific scene and a horrific moment.
The events of September 11, 2001 changed our country forever. One of the biggest impacts was on the way we conduct air travel security with the creation of TSA following the November 19, 2001 passage of the Aviation and Transportation Security Act. Since then, TSA has been quick to react to ever-changing and evolving threats. After Richard Reed attempted to ignite explosive devices hidden inside his shoes, TSA began applying additional screening protocols and eventually instituted mandatory removal of footwear for X-ray screening. After a terrorist plot to smuggle liquid explosives and carry-on luggage was discovered and foiled, we moved within hours to quickly ban liquids, gels, and aerosols from carry-on luggage. Soon thereafter, the 311 rule was implemented. Advanced imaging technology was expedited after Umar Farouk Abdul Muttalib attempted to set off an explosive device hidden in his underwear on Christmas Day 2009. And most recently, a tip from Intel sources revealed a plot to detonate explosives concealed inside printer toner cartridges on cargo flights originating outside the U.S. To mitigate the risk on commercial aircraft, the agency implemented immediate security measures restricting printer toner cartridges in carry-on and checked baggage. Our mission to protect the traveling public remains steadfast and our determination unwavering. The agency must continue to assess its methods and ensure the maximization of its resources. Looking forward, TSA will transform its approach to security screening with a risk-based security initiative announced by Administrator Pistol in 2011.
Changes are coming at 4 U.S. airports this fall as security screeners focus on high-risk travelers. And some trusted frequent flyers will be selected for express lanes to speed them through. If it's a success, it could eliminate some of the hassles of post-9/11 air travel. Bob Orr reports.
The goal is to streamline airport checkpoints by separating some frequent travelers from those passengers the TSA knows least about.
And so we had to make sure that we can focus on the highest risks.
TSA Administrator John Pistol says with terrorists still intent on hitting aviation, this approach will leverage limited resources and target the biggest potential threats.
We want to make sure that those that we know very little about, that we can focus proper time and attention on them, while at the same time recognizing that virtually everybody who flies is not a terrorist.
The new screening initiative will be phased in this fall, starting with 2 airlines at 4 major airports. Selected frequent travelers boarding Delta Airlines in Atlanta and Detroit, and some frequent flyers on American Airlines in Miami and Dallas will be invited to participate, as will U.S. citizens who've already passed background checks by Customs and Border Protection. Those passengers will have access to expedited security lanes, but only after providing TSA with additional personal information. For security reasons, the TSA won't say what that is, but sources tell us it will include phone numbers, addresses, and travel histories.
If somebody doesn't want to share that information, however basic it may be, that's fine. They would just go through the normal screening process.
So the price of participating is I have to give up something.
That's right.
The expedited passengers will still go through metal detectors, but may escape more rigorous screening. For example, those flyers may be able to keep their shoes on and their laptops in their carry-ons. But the pre-clearance will not always mean a quick pass through the checkpoints. To keep potential terrorists from exploiting the new screening as a loophole, sometimes the pre-screened passengers will still go through a full check.
It won't be a guarantee, though. We'll always reserve the right to be random and unpredictable in the way we do our screening, so terrorists cannot game the system.
The new approach will start out small, benefiting only a few thousand of the nearly 2 million people who fly in the U.S. every day. But if it works, Pistol wants to expand the concept, calling it a potential
Hey girl, what you watching?
for travel.
Oh, I'm watching and learning about this expedited screening that we were talking about in briefing this morning. I went on the iShare website, like it says, and learned everything I could. Then I went ahead and searched for it, and I found this broadcast.
Oh yeah, I heard about that in the town hall meeting.
See, and I didn't get to go, and I know it's all based on Administrator Pistol's background in counterterrorism, so I figured I'd learn some more before we go out to the floor.
Oh, can I watch?
Sure.
Thanks.
You've already begun hearing about a number of initiatives associated with the future of TSA as an intelligence-based counterterrorism organization. This video series, featuring these passengers, will introduce you to these new initiatives while expounding on the various layers of security that comprise our system. These layers keep the traveling public safe and collectively enable the risk-based approach to security you've heard Administrator Pistol discuss. What do you know about these layers? When in the screening process do these layers occur? How are they linked with other layers to enhance our system? How do the layers affect airport screening? Stay tuned for the answers to these and other questions. Up next, Episode 1, Assessing the Threat.